Hey, welcome back. It's Luminous Stress, where we're always stressed out. And yep, it's been a couple of stressful days. So here I am logged on, ready to do some Minecraft. I've got a build that in mind today. Like to put up a church, and we're going to put it up on the hill over by some of the other stuff in town, which makes sense. And I'm going to try a slightly different theme to make it fit in. I'm going for call it Southwest New Mexico. I don't know if that's what it'll really be when we're done, but that's kind of what I'm going for. And so yeah, we're gonna start off with that, and we'll see if we can't connect with some people or find somebody else on the server. We'll just see what happens. And yeah, I've got all the resources gathered. So with that, let's head over to where I want to build this thing. Okay, so I'm up on the hill in town where I want to build this, and you can see behind me I've got the trader station, I've got the blacksmith back there. So this space I think is going to work really well. We'll have to do a little terraforming, clear out some of the land, but yeah, I think this is a good spot. It's in town. As I spin around here, you can see some of the other buildings behind there. We've got our rocket shop over there, our little updated water fountain that looks really goofy. And yeah, Jamie Games is up on the hill up there. We got Explorer Redburn on the edge of town over there. So it's kind of a good central location. And with that, I think I will get started. Okay, we have the church completed, and let's jump down and take a look. It's built on the side of the road here. I don't know if the other guys are planning on continuing this down or not. There's been some discussion about taking it out and switching to a terracotta and dirt and mud type road that might fit in better with the theme. But anyway, it's right down here on the edge of the road. I tried going for that southwestern feel. I don't know if I succeeded or not, but here it is. I got this lit for at night, and I hate the lights I had to use. I really want to switch these to frog lights, but we don't have a frog light farm at this point. So, yep, that's on the list now. Let's go in and take a look. I just got a simple little, not a lot. There's 4 pews on each side, basic lights, nothing fancy. And why did I go with bookshelves back here? Yeah, don't really know. Just kind of like the way it looks. My goal eventually is to change all this glass out and put colored stained glass in. But right now, it's white because that's what I had available. So yeah, simple design, nothing too fancy. I think it works. I like the look of it at night. But yeah, there it is. Anyway, on the glass front, the need for a super smelter is abundantly apparent. And where to put it. So I think what we're going to do is go inside our mine shaft over here where all of our villagers that we trade with for weapons, tools, and armor are hiding, and put it back there. But I got to get some supplies first, so it will be a minute. Okay, I got our had to make one change. I actually had this one block over too much, so got that fixed. We've got our 13 furnaces ready to go. That's running because I've been loading fuel in the back. And the big thing we need to do is I've got a bunch of sand that we need to smelt into glass because I will need this for the frog light farm that I'm going to be making. And so I will load all this up in here. And as soon as the mine cart with hopper is full, which it is now, I'll flip the switch and this thing will get working and I can just ignore it. I can go gather other supplies and things that I need, and we can come back and deal with this later because we're close enough to spawn. All of this is going to run whether I'm standing here or not. I've got it tied in right off of the main shaft here. So it's near the villagers. Again, they're always loaded, so no big deal. We're going to go off and gather some more supplies so I can build that Froglight farm. Okay, so I am using a couple of different things here. Of course, I use Replay Mod to record all of these time lapses, but I'm also using FreeCam. So I am at the top of this Tower of Bamboo, which is up at 200 Y level 250, as you can see on my screen there, because that does not change where I'm located. And I'm using FreeCam so we can see down in here, and when the last group of magma blocks kind of goes away, you'll see that a bunch of new ones spawn in. And what I mean by go away is there's a bunch down in the kill chamber down there being killed by the frogs, and here we got a whole bunch more. So I've built this farm a couple of times on different servers. I had to refer to 2 different tutorials to remember how to do a couple of things. So this is not by any stretch of the imagination something I came up with. I have found a lot of people say that you need 3 or 4 levels. One guy said you need like 8 levels. I have found that 2 is more than enough. And what I mean by more than enough is it takes me a couple hours to build this farm, and then I'll AFK here for 2 to 4 hours. So even if you figured an entire 8-hour day building this farm and AFKing, I will have 2 rows of those chests down there completely full, which is 18 double chests, completely full of the frog lamps as well as some slime balls. And that's like more than I'll ever need on this server for as long as we run it. So I've never set up a frog lamp store. I might do that as well this time since I'm going to have so many extra frog lamps. But yeah, we're to the point now where I just AFK for a few hours, and when I come back, I'm done. I don't ever really need this farm again. So I will write down the coordinates and I will save it on a piece of paper, but I'm not even going to a lot of times when I build farms on top of the nether like this, I will put torches or some kind of lamp that leads me back to it. I'm not going to do it in this case because I want to start a frog lamp store, and I'd like to try and, you know, sell some of these or trade some of these. And I don't want somebody else flying up here and AFKing. And if I lead a path right to the place, it'd be real easy to find. Remembering that spawn's pretty close to 0-0, we're almost 600 blocks out. So if you don't know where this farm is, the odds of somebody finding it on purpose aren't really great. So like I said, I'll write down the coordinates and I'll save it. And as you can see, we're already getting really, really good returns. That last group that spawned in was quite a bit. And yeah, they go towards the iron golems. They fall down the hole and the snow makes them small. And once they're small, the frogs just eat them up and output that lamp. And of course, we've got the mine carts underneath that is then collecting all of them. So this is a real easy farm to build. It just takes a little bit of time because I'm not super fast. But yeah, it's a real easy farm to build. And frog lamps are my favorite lights. I use these more than probably any other light in the game. When it comes to just needing pure light, they work great under carpet. They work great in different situations where, because you get 3 different tones of that light, so you can get different hues. That maybe would be the way to put that. And so I just really enjoy that you get the different aspects. Of course, I still use tons of lanterns and things like that as well. But yeah, the frog light's my favorite light. So all of this, we built all of this because when we built the church, I had to put lights I didn't like above the entryway. And I really, really wanted the yellow frog lights, which are the, I don't know how to pronounce it, but they're the ones that start with an O. And because I wanted to use those lights, this is the farm I built, and all of that for, I need like 16 lights to finish that build. I'm not sure why that one just spawned way up there. That's interesting. There you see, he just kind of disappeared. Not sure what that's about. But anyway, yeah, we'll sit here and I will watch this farm from a distance while I'm AFKing. And when we come back, we'll go fix the church and we will try to figure out maybe what kind of shop we can build. Because honestly, I don't even know at this point. Hey, welcome back. So I've been AFKing for about 4 hours at this farm up on a high perch up there. And I'll turn around so we can open up some of these chests and see how we did. And I've already kind of taken a sneak peek because I was curious and I couldn't wait. And what I found is most of these are full. And when I say most of them are full, I mean like if we come back here, a lot of these hoppers are starting to get full. And even because of that, a couple of the upper chests are starting to get items in them. So roughly 4 hours of AFK and I've got 18 double chests completely full. Some of the hoppers are, this bottom row of hoppers are all completely full as well. So we got a lot of items. Now, I know I said earlier, a lot of the tutorials on making these farms, they say go ahead and do 4 rows. And if I did that, that top row of chests would probably be full as well. So it might be worth it to you. I'm looking at this farm and I'm going, okay, I AFK'd for 4 hours. And when I empty out all these double chests, I'm probably not coming back for a while. I just don't think that I will trade or sell that many of these. And I certainly won't use that many by myself. So pretty easy farm to build. It takes a little bit of time because you have to go get all 3 types of frogs. And that means tadpoles in 3 different biomes, taking about a day to mature. And then of course you got to put them on leads and drag them here. I did link up all of my nether portals. So I was only dragging them on the roof, which makes it a whole lot easier. But again, there's a little bit of time into that. I figure I'm about 4 hours into building this project. That includes raising the tadpoles all the way up to the frogs and bringing them here, as well as constructing everything. That also includes the time of gathering these materials. Now, I had most of them, but I did have to smelt the glass. We built that smelter to do this project. I'm including that in this time. So when I say 4 hours, that's on the high side. And then 4 hours of AFK, I've got 18 double chests of frag lamps. I'm pretty excited about that. We'll write down these coordinates. We'll save it in case we ever have to come back. Don't know that I will. Some people might say, well, is it really worth it if you built a farm and you only used it once? Yeah, because this is my favorite light source and I don't have to worry about going to find it again. So yeah, I think it's worth it. It's one of those farms that not everybody likes to build. It is on the roof. It is in a delta biome. I get all that. But yeah, it works out to supplying me with a ton of frog lamps, which I'm really stoked about. and we'll get some of these loaded up into shulker shells, shulker boxes rather. We'll take them back to our base, and we'll see if we can't sell or trade some of them. And yeah, that makes me pretty happy. So yeah, let me work on that, and then we'll meet back up again. Okay, welcome back. So I moved a few things around, and I built just a small shop here. It's kind of tucked away. It's not finished yet. I need to detail it some more. I don't know. It's late, and I wanted to get a shop going so that people have the option of buying the frog lamp. So it's very similar to the houses, although I did add a couple of windows. And I've been talking a lot about wanting to use armor stands and pose them a little bit. So please know that I have very little experience of this, and they probably don't look that good because I used pre-programmed poses that are in the mod. But here we go. I've got my wandering trader who's no longer wandering. He is standing at, I think it's called formal, but looked like parade rest to me, having been a military guy. Anyway, we got 3 lights here. Very simple. 3 chests at the bottom, each corresponding with the light. I'm selling them for 2 diamonds per stack. It's probably low, and I'm okay with that. I just want to encourage getting some use of them. Not fully designed right now. I've got the bare minimums in here. I've got an ender chest, and I've got 3 chests full of lights. That's it. So very simple design. We'll be revisiting this, putting some decoration in here later. I wanted it to feel like you were looking up to the counter though. So he is standing on a slab, and yeah, it is a little different. You know, you approach and you're looking up at the guy behind the counter, and he's looking down at you, I guess. But yeah, that's that. Across the way down here, in the rocket shop, I went with a different head. And this guy's decked out in red leather and black boots, because why not? And he's our rocket guy. And I decided over in the trading that I would represent myself, since this was the first building I made. So that's my head. I had to kill myself to get it, which is weird. And I like green shirts. I like blue pants, and I wear black boots all the time. So I went with that outfit. And yeah. Oops. I think there's a similarity there. You know, same head, similar shirt. I don't know how to put my skin on an armor stand. If somebody knows how to do that, let me know in the comments. I honestly don't think it's possible right now. So feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on that. But I wanted to start getting some people around. I want to put a person out here. Maybe I'll get somebody else's head in the game. You know, just start getting things working around. Down in our blacksmith shop over here, maybe I'll have somebody working on like a sword on top of this anvil. That might be kind of neat. So we're gonna start getting some things posed, because I've always wanted to play with it and learn more about it. So now's the time. But yeah, you know, we did a lot this episode. I build the church. That was my main priority, and I looked up and hated the lights. As you can see, I have swapped them out. We got our frog lamps up there, and in the realization that I wanted frog lamps up there, we decided to build a frog lamp farm, and to do that, I needed a bunch of glass. So we built a smelter. So it was kind of a lot of little projects that led up to one bigger project. I don't know. We did the church first, and then I modified it. So whatever. But yeah, I mean, I swapped the lights out under the carpet as well. You'd never know it, but I had them, so I did it. I'm thinking of switching these to the veranda style, which are the purple ones, and making it more of a solid light instead of having the lanterns in here. Haven't decided fully if I want to do that or not. But yeah, you know, we're getting going. It's starting to look more and more like a town. We've got our main stray here. I need to work on this, slope it down so it's not quite so steep right there. And yeah, we might have to remove this water feature or move the water feature somewhere else. I don't know. We'll see. I gotta talk to the other guys on the server, see what they think. But yeah, for now I'm excited. You know, we got frog lamps for sale, and that was kind of a secondary project. but it made for a good day. I'm happy with the results here. So yeah, this is Luminous Stress signing out. We're always stressed out, but not right now. I'm liking where we are. We need to definitely work on this, but we'll do that another day. So for now, goodbye.